Good morning and welcome back to the channel. It's a Sketch Monkey here, and today we have a very cold weather here in Florida. It's 55 degrees, which is 13 degrees Celsius or something like that. Being used to 30 degrees Celsius weather, this is kind of a shock to me. Even though I'm from Sweden, I still have to adjust because it happened overnight, which is crazy. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cozy up and we're gonna redesign a Suzuki Servo. Maybe you never heard of it before, the Suzuki Servo. Also called the Suzuki SC100, or if you're from the UK, it's the Suzuki Whiz Kit. If you haven't heard of it before, no worries, you're gonna learn a lot about this car throughout this video. But before we do that, I want to ask you for a favor, and that is to subscribe to the channel. So here's the thing, I have this goal by the end of the year to reach 200,000 subscribers, and I know that can be done, but it has to be done with your help, of course. So if you've watched a couple of my redesign videos or sketching videos and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. That would really mean a lot to me. Now, if you're brand new to the channel, you don't want to hit the subscribe button right now because you don't really know what I do here. But after, if you watch this video and you like it, then you might want to consider hitting that button. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. Now with that said, let's jump into this redesign and let's talk about the Suzuki Servo and how we can modernize it into a car built in 2020. It's so funny to see down here in Florida when the temperature drops below 60 degrees. People gear up in full winter clothing and ski masks and stuff. While in Sweden, if it's 60 degrees, that's like high summer temp. We go swimming, we have barbecues, and we run around in t-shirts and shorts. But I have to say, after living here for so long, 60 degrees feels kinda chilly. And I know all my Swedish friends are gonna laugh at me when I say that, but it's true. Anyway, who cares? Let's talk about the Suzuki SC100. The Suzuki Servo, or SC100, is a K car, introduced in 1967 as a successor to the Suzuki Fronte Coupe. The Servo name was originally affixed to a K Sports Coupe and then to models derived from the Suzuki Alto. A K car, for those of you who don't know, is the Japanese category for the smallest highway legal passenger cars. The nameplate was retired between 1998 and 2006, and again in December 2009. Suzuki was the first company to offer a K car in 1955. One interesting departure from other K cars was the Fronte Coupe, introduced in September of 1971. It was a 2+2, or a strict two-seater, and can you guess who designed this beauty? That's right, these lines were created by Italdesign and of course Giorgetto Giugiaro, and based on the rear-engine Suzuki Fronte, measuring a mere 2,995 millimeters. If you're unfamiliar with Giugiaro's work, he's the man who also designed icons such as the original Golf, the DeLorean, the Lotus Esprit, the Bugatti EB110, the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GT, and even had his hands in the Swedish market with the design of the Saab 9000, just to name a fraction of his designs. It's pretty amazing all the cars and products that he's designed through his lifetime. Now, the Servo used a 359cc two-stroke engine, developing 31, 34 or 37 horsepower, and this was later 35 in later models depending on equipment level. The front coupe was discontinued in June of 1976 as it didn't suit the stricter emission regulations. After a hiatus of over a year, Suzuki returned to the mini sports market with the new Servo in October of 1977. The SS20 Servo was mainly a JDM model, although it was also sold as a left-hand drive in Chile with a 539cc three-cylinder two-stroke engine. The body was based on the Giugiaro designed front coupe, but with a bulge in the front and bigger bumpers, and instead of square headlights, the Servo received round items. The new 550cc engine was strangled by emissions requirements, whereas the most powerful 360cc version had offered 37 horsepower at 6,000 RPM. The new T5A only provided 28 horsepower at 5,000 RPM, and on top of that, it had an additional 55 to 80 kilos to drag around. To keep acceleration somewhat acceptable, gearing was low, and the claimed top speed was 120 kilometers per hour or 75 miles per hour. This was 10 more than the front 7S sedan version could achieve thanks to lower wind resistance. However, the magazine car graphic were only able to reach 111 kilometers per hour, and that's 69 miles per hour when testing the car in 1977, with the 0 to 400 meter sprint taking 23 seconds. The engine simply ran out of breath past 7,000 RPM. Suzuki were aware that the Servo, unlike its predecessor, was no longer a mini GT car. The advertising also reflected this, generally targeting the female demographic, except for the sporty CXG version. For export, Suzuki transformed the Servo into the SC100, first introduced in April of 1978. It had its European premiere in February of 1979. The SC100 was also known in the UK by the nickname WizKid. The 3-cylinder engine was replaced by a rear-mounted 970cc 4-cylinder engine developing 47 horsepower. The top speed was 142 kilometers per hour, that's 89 miles per hour in a contemporary test. The body differed from the Servos in that the windshield was not as steeply raked, necessitating a different door frame and side window as well. Square headlights were used in European markets, with either round or square ones used elsewhere. In European markets, the grille incorporated the chunky indicator lenses, which were normally positioned in a space underneath the bumper. These openings were blanked with plastic grills. In the UK, it was only available as the lavishly equipped SC100 GX, and that's the one we're redesigning right here, while in other countries it was also offered as a CX or the more luxurious CXG. The GX, with a cigar lighter, reclining front seats, and independent all-around suspension, sold for £2,400, and that's $3,097 upon introduction in 1978. It was sold in Europe from 1979 to 1982 when production ended. As of mid-2014, there were still 96 WizKids registered on UK roads. So let's talk about the design and what we're doing to this Suzuki SC100 here. So I spent a lot of time on the front end design of this because I wanted to keep it clean and I wanted to keep it very futuristic and kind of have the design be more angled toward architecture than car design, because the proportions of the car, the proportions of the original car are so unique that making it into a sweeping, long, beautiful car is not going to happen. So what I wanted to do is just reduce the geometries that we're going to use in this car and just keep it very simple and have just a few key lines, and especially have a few key lines that stretch all across the car, because we want to make it look a little bit longer than it actually is. It's such a tiny car that using graphics and lines like this really helps stretch the car out. But that's the fun part with doing redesigns like this, is to figure out how is the rear of the car, how is that going to work graphically with the front. And that's kind of what I was challenged with here, and I spent a lot of time on the front graphics of this car trying to figure out how to make it work with the rest of the car, because the front overhang is so short. I've never seen a hatchback with this tiny short overhang in the front, and I think that was the challenge, to make that look decent and integrated with the rest of the car. And for the finish of the car, I wanted to keep it pearl, and I want to keep it simple and not have any screamy color for it, because I think if it's going to be an architectural style, I want to keep the colors and the finish of the car, I wanted to keep it kind of subtle. So I wanted to go with a pearl finish on the body of the car, and as a hint to its racing history, add some cool looking wheels to this as well. So we're almost done with this redesign. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed making this. It's fun doing different cars like this. Hatchbacks, coupes, maybe vans. We've done a couple of vans, but I want to try to integrate more categories of cars in these redesign videos, because I think it makes it more interesting. The channel gets more interesting, and not only that, but it challenges me as well to become better at doing these redesigns. As always, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me today. I'm the Sketch Monkey, and if you enjoyed this video, as I said in the beginning, if you're new, if you enjoy these kind of videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button so we reach 200,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And if you like these videos in general, hit that thumbs up. It really means a lot to me. Take care. I will see you in the next video.